Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 31 of 41 days healing meditation challenge. Let's begin our meditation practice. Relax yourself, relax your body, relax your mind. Close your eyes, clasp your hands, cross your legs. Take a deep inhale, exhale. While inhaling, observe the air going in through your nostrils and the air reaching your chest. And when exhaling, observe the air coming out from the chest through your nostrils. Focus only on your breath. Observe your breath. Only our breath. Focus only on your breath. I love myself. I invite peace and calm into my life. I take responsibility of my life. Just focus on your breath. Observe your breath. Focus on your breath. I'm self-disciplined. Focus on your breath. Last 3 minutes. Last 1 minute. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Bring your attention back to your body. Whenever you feel like opening your eyes, rub your hands and place them on your eyes. And when you feel like opening them, remove your hands, open your eyes, and look into your palms with a big smile. Let's appreciate ourselves for finishing 31 day of 41 days healing meditation challenge. We still have 10 days to finish. Let's have that self-discipline and finish our 41 days and see the changes in our life. So let's begin our book reading session. So today we are reading about growing up and getting old. Okay, how can we grow? And when we are getting old, be as understanding with your parents as you want them to be with you. So here, the first one is communicating with our parents. So the author tells here that, when we are in our teenage, we used to be very rude. Every teenager has a difficult life dealing with their parents, right? Communicating with their parents because they want to do all by themselves. They don't listen to what parents are telling. The author also had the same issue when she was an teenager. She also had a lot of issues communicating with the parents, and parents communicating with her. And also now what author is telling is, so when she was doing counseling, there are a lot of young people who came to her dealing with lot of issues with their parents, especially when they are in their teenage. So what author is telling is, if we are a teenager, or if we are having complaints for our parents, or we can be a parent and we might be having issues with the teenager. So either way, so the author is telling that when you are dealing with any of those issues, so understand the pattern, understand what exactly is bothering. Say suppose you have an issue that your child is not listening to you, or like he's very extremely angry, or like like very reckless and all. See that how you are behaving, what is your behavior towards that, and how is your behavior. So check with you when you are being as a teenager, how would your mother behave with you. Is that the way that since your mother is behaving the same with you when you were a teenager, maybe you are behaving the same with your kid, or like when you are a teenager, like that's the thing the author is telling. So when we do that, how can we communicate effectively? So the author is telling that if you have any issues with your kid, or if you with your parent, first to communicate, first we have to start practicing it in our mind to talk with our kids or to talk with our parents. if you don't feel like confident, or like if you don't feel like that courage to talk, start practicing it in your mind. Okay, I want to talk with you, kid, why are you doing this, why are you doing that, and all. Later on, look in the mirror and start practicing it. And you can also sit in the meditation and just practice it, like what you want to talk. And then one fine day, you can also tell that if there are any issues between between the kid and you can also tell that I wanted to release it, I want to heal whatever issue I have within that. So you can do it that way also. So that is one way how you can start. And affirmations, writing affirmations, reading affirmations, if you want to work on the relationship, all the things that we have, that we can do. And about the teens, especially between 10 to 15 years of age, they are very reckless. They are, they get addicted to all kind of bad habits, drugs, alcohol, and all those things. So it is very important for us to sit and talk with the child and to understand and gain some knowledge why the child is like this. And to sit that, I will read couple of sentences here. Similarly, it is important for us to gain some knowledge and understand of why our child is shy, mischievous, sad, slow in school, destructive, etc. It is our duty, it is our thing, as a parent. We have to take some responsibility and you have to gain that knowledge. Why is he like that? Put some time, put some effort on our kids and, learn why like this, why they are like that. That is very important. Okay. And children learn from our actions. That is very true, right? If we have kids in our house, the way we behave, they're going to do the same thing. If we are eating healthy food, like salad, uh, vegetables, little bit of rice, lot of protein, yogurt, and all those things, people, kids see, they see, and they start to do that. And if we are more into meditation, or like book reading and all, reading books rather than using gadgets and all, children, kids, they see that, okay, my mom is doing that, my mom is doing this, my dad is doing that. They see us, that they do actions, whatever actions we are doing, they see that and they learn from us. Okay. That's what the author is telling. And exercise, that what we can do with our teenage kid, okay, is that we can sit with them and you can tell that, okay, let's both of us do the same activity. Okay. One of the activities, like, down the lane in 10 years, what are your goals, what do you want to do? You can ask your kid to do, and you can tell that, the same way I'm going to do. Okay. After that, what are your goals, or like, what do you want to achieve in the next 1 year, next 3 months, this kind of activity. Say, these are my goals, these are the things, what are yours? You can do that. These kind of things, these kind of interactions with the kid helps us to create that bond, understand, especially with the key teenagers, that when we are dealing with the teens kids, it is very, very important. And the way we behave, and the actions that we are doing in the house, everything will be reflected upon them. At that moment we might not know, but in the long run, when they became, in their 20s or 30s, like, they reflect on our behavior, how we behaved, they are going to adapt the same thing. Okay. And the next one is growing older graciously. So the author is telling that usually people, when we become old, most of us get tensed, right? Okay, I'm getting old. Okay, now I'm going to get all health issues. I need help from someone. I'm getting old. I'm getting weaker, and all these things. People start to get that, have that fear. So the author is telling that you don't have to get fear. Accept everything. Accept every stage of your life. We are loving our inner child. We are loving our teen. We are loving our parent. We are loving our parenting. So at the same way, love your old age. Okay, whatever it is, there is no way to fear. If you don't, the author is telling, if you don't get old and die, how are you going to exit the planet? So every person who is born has to die. There is nothing to get feared of that. Okay, that is something that the author is telling. I'm going to read few lines which are very important. Remember, I believe that you choose your parents before you were born in order to learn valuable lessons. Okay, when we are born itself, we choose our parents. Okay, these are our parents. This is I'm going to be born with them. From them, what are the lessons that I'm going to learn in this life? Everything is it is all pre-planned. Before even the birth, we all decide everything and we do. Your higher self knew the experience that were necessary for you to proceed to your spiritual course. So, whatever you came to work with your parents, get on it with. No matter what they say, they do, or they did, here is ultimately to love yourself. Whatever issues you have with your parents or anything, just you are here to do that work. Whatever the karma that we call, we are here to, do that, take that karma, you know go through that everything, and at last remember to always love yourself. Self love is very, very important. Okay, I'll quickly tell in Telugu. So author ఏమంటున్నాడంటే, మనము మన పేరెంట్స్ తోటి మనం కమ్యూనికేషన్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. మనం టీన్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఓకే, మనము సపోజ్ మనం టీన్ అనుకోండి, మనం మన పేరెంట్స్తో ఎలా కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తాం అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. మనం పేరెంట్స్ అయితే మనం మన టీనేజర్ తోటి ఎలా కమ్యూనికేట్ చేస్తాం. కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఇక్కడ అంటే వాళ్ళు ఏదైనా చేసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళ మీద అరవకుండా వాళ్ళని అర్థం చేసుకుని వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు అలా చేస్తున్నారో అని చేసుకుని మన వంతు మనం ఆ ఎఫర్ట్ పెట్టి మనం అర్థం చేసుకుని మనం డీల్ చేయాలి. ఎస్పెషల్లీ టీనేజ్ కిడ్స్ తోటైతే వాళ్ళు ఆ ఏజ్లో చాలా అగ్రెసివ్గా యాంగ్రీగా ఇదంతా ఉంటారు. సో మనం వాళ్ళ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో కూడా ఆలోచించుకుని మనం డీల్ చేయాలి. మన పేరెంట్స్ మనతోటి కొంచెం రఫ్ అండ్ టఫ్గా కొట్టి అట్లా పెంచారు. సో మన పేరెంట్స్ మనల్ని ఎలా పెంచారో మనమే అది అట్లా సేమ్గా అప్లై చేయకూడదు. ఓకే, వాళ్ళు మనల్ని ఇట్లా పెంచారు కాబట్టి మనం కూడా వాళ్ళని అట్లానే పెంచుతాం అనేది కరెక్ట్ కాదు. ఓకే, వాళ్ళు అప్పుడు ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఆ టైంలో వాళ్ళకున్న నాలెడ్జ్ తోటి వాళ్ళు అట్లా చేశారు. బట్ మనం చాలా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం, అంత చేస్తున్నాం, వరల్డ్ అడ్వాన్స్ అవుతుంది, అంత చేస్తుంది. సో వాళ్ళు అట్లా చేశారు కదా అని చెప్పి మనం అట్లా చేయకూడదు. మనము మన కిడ్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఆలోచించుకుని మాట్లాడుకుని వాళ్ళతోటి కలిసి పనులు చేస్తా అంతా చేసుకోవాలి. అండ్ ఇంకొకటి ఇంకొకటి పిల్లలు మనం చేసే పనులని చూసి పెరుగుతారు అండ్ చూసి ఆ పనుల్ని అడాప్ట్ చేస్తారు. ఏదైనా అవ్వచ్చు, అది ఇమీడియట్ గా మనకి తెలియకపోవచ్చు, బట్ డౌన్ ద లైన్ కొన్ని వాళ్ళు ఒక 5-10 years ఎంత వాళ్ళు అలా బిహేవ్ చేస్తున్నారు. ఎందుకు అంటే 10 years బ్యాక్ ఓకే మా పేరెంట్స్ ఇట్లా చేశారు, సో మనకి తెలియకుండానే కిడ్స్ అది అడాప్ట్ చేసేసుకుంటారు, వాళ్ళ బిహేవియర్ లో ఆ పార్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మనం కిడ్స్ ముందు ఎలా ఉంటున్నాం ఏంటి అనేది ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. యూ యాజ్ అ మదర్ అండ్ యూ యాజ్ అ వైఫ్ విత్ యువర్ హస్బెండ్ అండ్ ఆ వైఫ్ అండ్ హస్బెండ్ రిలేషన్షిప్ కిడ్స్ ముందు ఎలా ఉంటున్నాం ఏంటి అనేది దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ, వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అండ్ మనం ఓల్డ్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు అందరం భయపడతాము. ఓకే, ఓల్డ్ అయిపోతున్నాము, మనకి రోగాలు వస్తాయి, మనల్ని ఎవరు చూసుకుంటారు ఏంటి అని చెప్పి. ఆథర్ అంటున్నాడు, ఎవ్రీ స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ యువర్ లైఫ్ని మనము యాక్సెప్ట్ చేసుకుంటా ప్రేమిస్తూ ఆ స్టేజ్ని మనము ఫుల్ఫిల్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఒకసారి మనం పుట్టాము అంటే చనిపోవటం అనేది ఖచ్చితం. సో మనం దానికి భయపడాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు అని చెప్పి అంటున్నారు. దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ గ్రోయింగ్ అప్ అండ్ గెటింగ్ ఓల్డ్. So we tomorrow we'll read about the last part, applying your inner wisdom. So ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం ఏదైతే చదివామో ఇదంతా మన డే టు డే లైఫ్ లో మనం ఎట్లా అప్లై చేయొచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ ద లాస్ట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద బుక్. We still have 4 chapters to finish. So we will try to finish it by 41 days. Thank you all. Any questions? Thank you.